right, Tim. Assane just said you had to change your number to 32 from 30 to 32. How do you feel about that?
I'm not changing it, but I'm grateful for a career high. It's a blessing, honestly. I mean, I've low-key been trying to get that for the last couple of years, and I'm just grateful to have it.
What went into the 32-point performance for you? You made your first 10 field goals. What did you see out there?
I mean, like Coach say, 0-footers. After I hit the first 2 or 3, the basket just started looking bigger and bigger, and I mean, it was just in from there.
Despite the opponent, how do you guys build off this for future games? The WCC slate you guys have ahead of you.
All respect to the opponents, just they came in and tried their hardest, and I mean they gave us a game, and it's just a confidence builder. Just look at them as it's basketball. Just keep trying to build from here.
For guys like Assane Diop, who got a triple-double today, and Josh Head was putting up numbers, Gavin Rip, among others. What does it mean to you to see your teammates succeeding as well?
I'm honestly more happy about that than I'm happy about my points. I'm just seeing all my other teammates smile and just happy. I'm overly happy for their accomplishments.
Would you take a 32-point game or a triple-double?
32-point triple-double.
Good answer. All right, thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
All right, Assane, triple-double, how's it feel?
Feel great. I mean, remind me of high school now. So.
Did you get triple-doubles in high school?
A lot of them. My first year in US, it was good.
You hadn't had a collegiate double-double before, right? So.
Yeah, I have a quadruple-double. My sophomore year, I have 3 quadruple-double.
Sophomore year of high school?
Yes.
Wow.
But that's my first triple-double, so I'm really happy on that in college.
Yeah. Besides that, you get a memento in the locker room, something from the guys?
Yeah, I got the game ball, and I mean, I'm happy that everybody was happy for me, and I mean, this is all about it's about that, it's about people getting happy for each other, and I can see it in the locker room too. So I'm happy for that.
How does this game, despite the opponent, provide comfort for you guys and acknowledgement as you prepare for the rest of the WCC slate?
I mean, after our last game that we lost, I thought this game have to pick us up. Some people have to rest, Ty, Wanse, and Adrian, to get more fields. But I feel like this is a good win for us because it make a good momentum for us. Like I said before, when we have good rebounding, this is what happen every time. And it doesn't matter who we got. It doesn't matter we're playing on the WCC or Big 12 or what. It's the same thing. You get more rebound, you're killing the team.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Tim. Would you rather have a 32-point game or a triple-double?
Okay, I have a triple-double before. Never have a 32 yet, so I would take 32.
Okay, sounds like you guys want to trade stat lines.
I guess.
All right, thanks, Assane.
Appreciate it.
Pleased that we were able to get a win today, and also, give a little pit stop for a couple of our players that were banged up, Adrian McIntyre, Tyler Johnson, and Monse Corsido. Those 3 have different kind of injuries they're navigating, but we were able to still win in a dominating fashion. And also with those 3 players out, it meant opportunities and minutes for some players to find some confidence and rhythm. Big Peter got in the game and did some things for us, 3 or 4 from the field, and had some blocks, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, showed his passing ability out of the post. And Don Ford, playing primarily at the point guard position, had a terrific game, was able to get in his bag offensively. I think he was 5 of 7 from the field, knocked down a 3-pointer, but also had the assists and rebounds. I think 7 rebounds and maybe 5 or 6 assists. So a complete floor game for Dom and a couple steals as well in our full court press. The obvious headlines was the dominating play of Tim Moore, high percentage finisher, and just did work in the lane and the basket area. So that was terrific. and our players found him, knowing that he had matchup advantages down low. And then the triple-double by Assane Diop, showing his skills and abilities. It's rare. I think Toby Bailey might have been one of the last players that I coached that had triple-double back in the day at UCLA. I can't recall if we had one at St. John's or not. So it's like no-hitters in baseball. They only come along so often. So really happy for Assane. And it's also important as we move forward, because we're in a stretch here. We want our players, at a peak performance level to play with confidence. This is a significant stretch of games coming up with Washington State, Santa Clara next week, traveling up to Pepperdine the following week before coming home against Oregon State. So 3 of those 4 teams are ahead of us, and we can do some damage, control our own destiny here, and climb the ladder in the West Coast Conference if we can hold serve at home. Obviously a tough one at Pepperdine because they're improving as a team and coming off a good win. Just please, 28 assists means our team was sharing the ball. And our second half shooting performance was close to 70%. And we kept them to 37% from the field. We've made over 110 placements in our defensive rankings. We've continued to really improve in that area. We put a lot of time into it. And the rebounding, is something we focused on. Last game we were +3 against Seattle, and we dominated the boards here today against our opponent. So we've got to continue to address that. That rebounding is really the key for us defensively. We're number 1 in the West Coast Conference in 3-point shooting defense. We're near the top in forcing turnovers. So a lot of good things are happening, but rebounding still is the most imperative aspect that we have to improve upon.
So the bench getting up and getting excited for their teammates, especially Josh Hecht, and obviously when Assane got that 10th assist, and Tim with the ease getting to the bucket. How do you feel about the bench's reaction and the support of the teammates?
Yeah, it's really a good observation on your part. I definitely thought it was a group that was tied together, and you could see it was genuine or authentic, not just cheerleading. They are a band of brothers, and at times that phrase, or in basketball, can sound trite or cliche, but you feel it with this group. They're a close-knit unit. They care about one another. We've been through some struggles, but I thought today you saw a lot of joy and a lot of graciousness in terms of their genuine love for one another. And also proud of Josh Hecht, who gets in, played with composure, knocked down some big shots, also made some nice passes. And that's what you want to see when someone gets an opportunity, is for them to make the most of it, because they're working hard in practice. We got a terrific group. We, for the 5th semester out of the last 6, we achieved a team GPA of over 3.0. Our fall semester GPA was 3.2. And that's something that's really important for these guys' life and trajectory for their careers after basketball. And so there's one semester where we were at 2.97. Otherwise, we'd have 6 consecutive semesters of over 3.0 cumulative team GPA. So it was a good bench, good energy, a good performance, and provide some fuel momentum as we look ahead to this really important 4-game stretch, with 3 of them being at home.
Mm-hmm. Lastly, how much weight does this game with the opponent take into the evaluation as you assess it and move on and see what you can build on for WCC play coming up?
Yeah, I think it's really important, as we always stress, not getting too high after a win. Don't get carried away with yourself, too big for your britches, all those old adages and phrases that our grandparents and parents and teachers and coaches and mentors shared with us. And as you get older, you understand and appreciate more fully why those old adages are still around, oldies but goodies, because they're real, they're true. And we also can't get too down or discouraged. You don't want to be in peaks or valleys emotionally. You want to burn that emotional fuel in a consistent manner. We talk about being the buzzsaw in our approach to practice and our approach to games. And it's all about getting better And I think this team is improving. Sometimes you don't see it the way you'd like to in terms of getting to the winner's circle. And at the end of it, we're not into moral victories. But as a teacher, like parents, coaches, mentors, people that are in positions of leadership, it's about getting better, and then the breakthroughs happen accordingly. And I still think this team's best basketball is ahead of them. And we haven't played our best yet. And a combination of reasons with the injuries, the musical chairs and whatnot, and a tough schedule. We challenged ourselves. But I think we're capable of going on a run here and playing our best basketball in the back nine of our season, as we come down the stretch in conference play and ultimately for the postseason, West Coast Conference Tournament and beyond. But you can't get to the postseason, a March Madness or other postseasons unless you take care of business in conference play and then again in the conference tournament over in Vegas.
All right. Thank you.